stealing this from a buddy of mine, Aiden. If you're out there, just do your thing. Keep doing your thing, buddy. You're the man. Aiden is a rather wealthy fellow, and he and his friends were outside a bar, and there were some hookers on the corner, and they were drunk, and they came up with a bet. Normally they race like Lamborghinis, like they do those rich guy races where you take your personal Lambo and put it on a track, and they race each other for cash. Well, they came up with the idea to piggyback on the backs of hookers and race them through the street, and Aiden found a particularly skinny, like an actual hot hooker, and his buddy like kept looking for like a sturdy hooker and finally found like a big portly hooker, and of course like they hop on their backs and Aiden's hooker just collapses on her knees right there on the asphalt because he's like a 180-pound man, and this fat chick is just chugging along carrying his buddy like down the sidewalk.
The hooker actually did that? They carried them?
Yeah, they'll fuck you for money. They'll do a piggyback ride. Like
these girls take ass to mouth for $300. They'll put you on their back for $150.
Yeah, that's funny. I did something with a hooker. I had her beat me, and I was surprised.
I love
she
that.
Went that far.
You had her beat you. How severely did she beat you?
Well, just like she would smack my feet, or like I had her put a beard on. She'd smack my feet. And then she would call me her little bitch, and it was. I tried to see how far she would go, and she was like legit ready to punch me and like beat my ass, and I was like, I had to stop her. I'm like, okay, don't actually hit me that hard. Like, she was. She was a big black hooker, and she was like 300 pounds, and she's probably lucky she's not having my dick in her mouth, and like she'd probably prefer to beat me instead.
Oh yeah.
Did you make sure that this was a biological female first, or were you just taking some licks like, God, her hands are huge?
I'm sure. I guess it was a female. It was in the female section, and she had big ass fucking like double fucking Fs or something. So I was like, all right.
What was her response to you initially saying like, or I guess how'd you bring it up? You just said, hey, I don't want to have sex. I want you to rough me up a bit.
Yeah, I was like, my wife is watching on that video camera right there, so don't mind it. And I want you to beat my ass for my wife or something. And she was like, okay. And I was like, make it sexual. And she's like, okay. And then she like would beat me and be like, yeah, what's going on? You're my fucking slave and all this shit. I'm like, yeah, baby, what's up? So it was cool.
I gotta start watching your streams. This sounds really funny.
My favorite part of that is when you had her like rub the lotion on you, and you were like, no, over the shirt. And she's like rubbing the lotion into your shirt.
Yeah, I didn't want to get naked in front of her because I was like afraid that she might actually want to fuck if I took my clothes off, and I was like not trying to actually get this girl in my bed and fuck me, and I was like handcuffed and shit, so I would have been like completely like just powerless in that situation. Yeah, I didn't want to get raped by her, although my friends were in the other room hiding in the closet, so they could have the plan was for them to burst in out of the closet while she was doing this, but they never did. They just thought it was funny to watch. I'm like, okay.
So were you like yelling out your trigger word to try and get them to run in? Like
no, I was just taking it. I was like, "Fuck
tangerine,
it,
tangerine."
Yeah, I sure would love a strawberry. Like right now.
Yeah,
man, that's a really good idea. I would have watched that. Chiz, find a clip of that or like a highlight clip of that so I can see this giant bitch wailing on ice.
Yeah, I love the idea of using hookers for live stream purposes.
Well, they'll do anything. So yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, because it's already established they'll do anything.
Yes, when you start at sucking dick, the sky's the limit. We keep talking about going to Vegas and doing like a hooker trip, just like going and like live streaming, like picking the hookers out at like at a brothel and stuff, and everybody like maybe I pick his hooker and he picks my hooker for laughs or something like that. And our friend Chiz was like, no, I'm gonna pick a man hooker. And I'm gonna make him play Magic the Gathering with me.
You gotta be careful. Hookers they have like pimps and shit. They're in like really bad situations, and their fucking people will come and like try to beat your ass. I had this one pimp. He came to my fucking door when somebody called a hooker over. It was like a fucking transvestite hooker, and I was like, no, fuck off. It's like a fake phone call or whatever. And then their fucking pimp comes and like knocks on my door. He's like, hey, you're gonna fuck my girl or what? And I'm like, no. And she's like, what? I'm like, first of all, it's a dude. Second of all, no. And he's like, well, we came all the way out here from, whatever, South Central or some shit. And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, I don't give a fuck, dude. And he was just trying to like, have me fuck this man hooker. I'm like, no.
How much do you charge for a quick dick lick and then get her out of here?
Right. They probably have something like STD to be afraid.
Yeah, that's true. Man, do you have any other run-ins with transsexual prostitutes? That's a very interesting topic.
Not transsexual prostitutes. I've had plenty of run-ins with transsexuals. Like I'll go out and I'll just be like, I just think it's a woman. It's not. I'll fucking get up on it. Like it's happened a few times. I don't know. There's very believable transsexuals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially
Especially with hormones. Yeah, especially with hormones and the falsies and it can be hard to tell the difference.
This
if it's that hard to tell the difference,
is
you can't.
enormous.
Yes, she is. That's honestly the
Rubbing
first.
lotion into your shirt. You look so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was afraid she was gonna jump on me and like get naked and just fuck me or something.
That was my first exposure to you. Now that I think back, was watching this stream. That was great.
Are you allowed to like stream stuff and tell people that it's just like a regular camera and that you're not streaming, or do you have to say, all right, this is streaming? You got to know.
It's not against YouTube's TOS to say that you're not recording, so I tell them I'm not recording. Granted, they can still sue me, but I'm willing to take that risk for content. So, I mean, as long as I don't get banned off YouTube, we're totally fine.
That's good. Well, it seems like you're really pushing the envelope with a lot of this shit. It's very funny.
I mean, I don't think this is really that bad. It's kind of like those old school like hooker pranks that people would call like a hooker and fuck with them, except it's in person, right? It's like, I don't know. It's not that bad. I mean, there's definitely people on YouTube who live stream that do push the limit of doing illegal shit. I never do actually anything illegal, so
that's good.
We're doing.
Have you ever almost done anything illegal on the stream and then had to stop yourself and be like, oh, probably not?
No, I mean it's easy not to do illegal shit. So, but there's this one guy I streamed with a little bit. His name is Brandon. He would like go to stores and I'd come like this one time we went together to stream and he like stole something from CVS or something, I think, or something. And I was just like, I'm just thinking in my head, this is like really bad because this is like we're like committing crimes on fucking live stream and it looks really bad for just everybody who's watching, and it looks really bad on my behalf as well. I don't want to be like known as a guy who like breaks fucking laws and shit on stream, so I had to get away from him and stuff. So well, that wasn't the only reason, but
no more dick shakes with Brad. He's out of the dick circle.
Yeah, it was funny.
We're gonna do that, Taylor. We're totally gonna get these.
You gonna shake dicks?
Well,
we can do that too. If
Taylor and I have been shaking dicks since day one. All right, so you're not invited to our dick shaking either. We suspect you might not be cut, and we're just not into it.
I mean,
he was born in olden days, and so yeah, we don't need any of that.
What's the gayest thing you guys have actually ever done?
Is it gay to like see like a bodybuilder or something and be like, God damn, like, well, I guess that's more jealousy.
No, I mean gay as in like physical stuff.
I don't know. I like chicks to eat my ass.
Guy.
Like I don't know.
No, it's not gay to want a woman to do something to you.
He asked the gay-asked thing. Like,
have you ever
where am I
been
gonna start?
like? Have you ever had her like a finger up your ass or something?
Yeah,
No.
maybe a finger. I mean, yeah. Oh, come on, Taylor. Not even a finger.
No.
Not even
Step
a
up
little
your game,
finger?
Taylor.
Not even
Have
a
you
little
guys
finger?
ever? Have you guys?
All right,
ever,
I'll get back to you. Have we ever what?
You've never put anything up your butt?
Only if I'm hiding it.
I mean, like
I don't know,
drugs,
man. I
maybe?
put some shit up my ass. Like
It's a man's pocketbook.
It's just like for fun.
Eggs.
Like I don't know.
What
Like,
do
what
you
kind
like
of
to
stuff? Like a
put in
rate,
your ass?
like a toy car, like.
No, like I don't know. I'll be sitting in the bathroom taking a piss, and like a long ass piss. I'm just bored as fuck, so I'll like grab like a thing off my like a toothbrush or some shit off my fucking counter to see how far I can get it up.
Which end?
While you're pissing?
The end that's like got not the fucking
Not the bristles.
Yeah.
Amateur.
Like I don't know. That's just an example. I put like my finger like it's just like experimental. I don't know.
Yeah. So you'll just be taking a pee, and 10 seconds into your long pee, you're like, I could use a little anal stimulation.
No, it's just not that. I'll like look and I'll see my fucking shit here on the table, and I'm like, I wonder what it feels like to put something up your ass. And so I was like, all right, I'll just do it now and test it out while I'm here. And I just a little bit, not like shoving the whole fucking
I like to think that you're
judging
peeing
you
like
for
a
it.
kindergartner
Okay.
with your pants totally around your ankles.
Yes, totally down. Well, he has to. He's pleasuring himself in the ass.
Right? Like that's how that's like, oh, well, the door's already open. Might as well walk in.
Yeah.
And when I take a shower, I use soap and I like clean the inside of my asshole. So that goes. I'll put like the bar of soap in my asshole sometimes.
Okay.
Not like the entire bar, but like I'll just shove as much as I can
feel ya.
into it.
That's actually a pretty revolutionary cleaning technique.
Just the tip. Just
Well,
the
I'm
tip.
just, my asshole smells like shit sometimes, so I
Or
have to
soap.
clean it.
Yeah.
You're not alone there. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay. You don't need to feel bad.
That's a popular
Like,
club.
what's the best thing that what's the thing that you prefer most that you've stuck up your ass?
Definitely the soap. I mean, at least it smells good afterward.
Does it
Everything.
burn?
I mean, not really. It's not like you're jacking off with it. There's no. I don't know. It feels fine to me, to be honest.
But do you like have to retire that bar of soap after that?
No, I use it.
I read that there's a
Just
reason
use it.
people lose things up their ass, right? Like a vagina is a tube the whole way, right? But with an ass, once you get past the sphincter, it can go sideways, and there's a cavity there to hold
Opens up like a
stuff.
chapel. Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
a couple
Well,
of chambers.
but-
What's going on, and once you've got, there's like 6 or 7 inches of normal butthole. Like once you go in, and then there's a second butthole in there, and things can go up into that second butthole, and then they just get lost like lemony winks.
How do you get
And,
things into your second butthole? I didn't
well-
even know we had to.
Well, you got to get real deep up in there, way up there,
Way
boy,
up there.
way up there.
I did not know there was a pocket. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's
I
an
didn't know
issue. You got to
It's like
keep
a kangaroo or
it.
anything.
You need a handle on the things that you're anally stimulating yourself with, because you could put like a bar of soap up there, and then like you could turn sideways, and you've got issues. It could-
Lanyard. You want to
Yeah, I
lanyard?
mean, I
It's
don't-
like soap on a rope. That's why they do it.
I don't think it is.
It's just like kind of
That's why I
rims
buy
my
it.
ass.
Yeah, Chiz
Just
helped us
like
out
just
with
a diagram
with
of
a
an anus.
diagram of an anus. Thank you, Chiz. Now we
I'm
all.
like scared to put things in my ass now. If she gets lost up there, I don't know how to get it out.
It'll come out eventually. Like it's
Honestly, the soap on a rope idea was a joke, but that makes a lot of sense. If you're gonna,
yeah, that's what it's all about.
if you are one for shoving, Dove bars up your anus for extra
Oh, not
cleanliness.
Dove.
I don't know. What's
Irish-
the brand of choice?
Irish Spring.
Irish Spring. Those are square blocks, right?
Not
I
if
just
you
get
stick it up
Walmart
there,
soap.
it molds.
You mold it. You get it hot. And you just
in the
mush,
shape
like,
of a dick.
You heat it up
4
to
bars of
supple,
soap together.
make sort of
Oh, that's
a,
actually-
long
Carve a head
cylinder.
out.
That'd be a lot easier to put up than just a big rectangle bar.
Yeah.
You're putting up a rectangle bar.
Well, yeah, like soaps. I mean, if you like put it in like a shape of like a long stick, that would actually be easier to get it up there.
It
Yeah.
would, but then it'll definitely break off in your butt.
Oh,
I mean-
penis soap. Oh, get shaped like cocks. Look at that.
Oh, I didn't know they had that. Okay, I mean that's gay as fuck. But I mean, if no one knows that I'm doing this
Oh,
in the
that's
shower,
gay.
fuck.
That's
Okay.
gay.
Oh,
No.
now we've established what's gay.
I mean, if I'm purposely shoving a soap dildo in my asshole, I mean, if nobody knows I'm doing this in the shower, I guess it's not that gay. But I don't know.
You know,
man.
Right,
people
that is
listen
the
to this show,
determination.
right? Like,
It's not just us.
I mean, but they won't see me do it, so it's fine.
oh, that's funny.
I like that rationale. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Well, I mean, you do you, man. Like, it's good that
I
you're-
like it. I like
you're
the free and
exploring and
open.
doing what you want.
Yeah. I appreciate the free and open atmosphere that we've got going on here.
I like having you here. Normally, I'm like the gayest guy on the show, but not tonight.
I mean, if you care about what people think about you, you're just doing it all wrong. You just gotta say whatever comes to mind.
There it is.
That's how
Hey,
I think.